I'm thinking to myself, well, I mean, he got a text. So I said, well, let me take a look at it then. Finally, fine. So I took a look at it, and I'll let y'all see what I saw, and then I'm going to give y'all my opinion on it of what I saw. So take a look at this, and let's see and hear what we got here. I don't know if y'all can, I guess y'all should be able to hear it and see it. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear. Yeah, Jodeci is. You said, please read your chat that you paid for. Let me see. I'm waiting on, if Sassy Girl don't put it in there, I don't see it sometimes. Oh, crap. There was a 50 ball somebody threw up here. Just Showing Love says Big Dog.
Yeah, I got better understanding.
And I think I may be able to take a shot.
I think it has been a minute. I got better understanding on
Jimmy
that.
Johnson says,
definitely.
It's up for your birthday, little ninja. It's our birthday month. Let's
Are we going to find out if it's beef, man?
And Mo Bing says,
find out if it's beef
hey,
between
Tommy,
me and Tommy right now.
You have the same birthday as my mom. Happy soon to be birthday. I know now your mom was born on a good day.
Hey, as
I
y'all
read all
coming,
them. I didn't see anything you said.
Wait, hold on. As y'all coming to the live stream,
y'all let me know if y'all can hear this.
Wait, hold on. As y'all come into the live stream, make sure y'all come up the video.
Let me know if y'all can hear this or what is being heard, what is being said. Can y'all hear another voice other than mine? So on the side there, you see the comments. One says "Yo," one says "Cap Tazaryach."
I don't know what they talk about right now.
Okay. Could y'all hear that?
Hey, for my audience, just to give y'all an update. So apparently somebody sent Tommy, I guess, the video he's playing from yesterday's live.
So apparently this was
what
him.
You
want to play
like oh my God, no. Each other or something like
not
that.
a commercial. That is not him. That's a commercial.
That's what it's addressing.
So apparently he was letting them know he doesn't know what we're talking about. This was him coming into the show last night.
Right. All right. So I just want y'all to keep up. All right.
Makes sense.
I have a question. Thank you for letting me on, by the way.
No problem.
So why are Black men so obsessed with big butts? As a Black woman that has bigger boobs, it seems like
this happened last night,
Black
y'all.
men will take a woman with a big butt and an ugly face over a very pretty woman, but maybe doesn't have like the
did block Carrie, Randy.
And I think that's the reason why a lot of Black women are comfortable with being obese, because you guys don't care how fat they are.
Okay, so before anything starts, if that woman is asking a question about Black men and butts, and we see Cap is already shaking his head, and he writes in his comment section, what did I walk into? But it says LOL.
Long as they have big butts. So.
Well, first off, ma'am, I don't believe nothing you say until you show it. I think you're just making things up. If you don't show us these titties, I don't believe you got them. Number one.
He's a titty man, by the way.
I love. Okay, he shakes his head no, but maybe it's because he thinks it's funny, or maybe because I'm silly. I'm as black as they come, apparently, from what I've heard.
Me as well.
prefer your breast. But
Yes, I've never been a butt man.
I know Mr. Fantastic said he's an ass man, so you can start off, Mr. Fantastic. Why do you and the rest of you assers? Is that what y'all call yourself, assers?
Well, no, brother. Well, hold on, brother. I'm a
He shakes his head again.
Clinical assologist.
He shakes his head again, so he's bothered by that.
You know what I'm saying? I can go get my degree if you need me to. Again, like I said, these are my tools. They are calibrated and certified in all 50 United States and Puerto Rico.
Bothered again.
You feel me?
By the conversation.
Yes, I can ship to an APO address. You place the order on Etsy.
A genetic
All you got to
right?
do is put the address in there, and then I can ship to it.
Have
So you know, all right.
More.
Just so you know, to the brother that asked if I can ship to an APO address, I can.
As to where it's just something naturally that happens to have now. The point that you're talking about, like the big girls, the fat girls. Again, being that you're not studied in assology, what you don't know is a lot of these big girls.
No, he was watching my show. He was getting ready to join into my show. And I think as you can see him on the screen there, I think I had let him in the screen. So I was ready for him to come into. Once I saw him in the background, I brought him in. So he's up there with all of us. But he's recording it on his channel. Some woman by the name of Lioness Crowned says, "What is this?" ? Exclamation point.
Got flat backs. Okay. Yeah, because she big don't mean that ass. You know what I'm saying? So you got like, you know what I'm saying? You got the teardrop ass, you got the bubble ass.
Then this woman writes, "This conversation isn't for me. Talk to y'all later." Cap writes, "It's not normally like this. If it stays like this, I won't be here."
Ass, you got the flat screen, you got the Zenith flow model TV from back in the 80s. There's a lot of asses that people don't, but just because she big don't mean she gonna have a big ass, right? But now what you're talking about, ma'am, is the that ass though niggas, not the work.
Yeah. Nigga killing me tonight, bro.
That ass though niggas and feet niggas, give them all 100 years, okay? Keep them in there.
Well, again, for everybody that needs a reminder, what Tommy is doing is playing the live stream that we normally join a live stream on. I normally join a live stream on Tuesdays. They was having a conversation that I wasn't feeling, and so I left. And so he's replaying it because people sending it to him saying we got beef. So we got beef apparently. So we're gonna find out if we got beef. And he's live now. Yeah, this is live. This is his live. I'll be joining his live after.
So someone in the comment section says, "Yes, I like it when it's just Cap and Tommy." And at this point, I think Cap left the show. So let's see what happens next. He left after coming up for a few minutes or for a minute, and he left.
Hey yo, when I came in here, there was this is what they was talking about. I just hopped on here, only been on here about. All right, so I turned my camera off on the other live stream. Yeah, hear me? Can y'all give me a 1 if y'all can hear me? Can y'all give me a 1 if y'all can hear me? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Get a 1, 2. Get a 1, 2, 3. If y'all can hear me. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know what the hell they talking about. So normally it starts at 9. I wasn't able to hop in at 9. And y'all know normally the conversations kind of go, because these are people in the world, of course, these are conversations that are not necessarily, it's not always going to be biblical, but usually it's like the actual subject to talk about. I apologize for subjecting y'all to this type of conversation.
So he said he apologized for letting them be a part of this type of conversation. Somebody in the comment section says, I like it when it's just Cap and Tommy. This other person says Cap and Tommy alone. It's more in-depth ladies and gentlemen, you cannot say how something is something and you can't spell that something. It's in debt. That's what he wrote. It's a more in-debt conversation. So I'm in debt. That's what submark 750. So they want you to know that normally me and Cap have a more in-depth. That's INDEPTH. But he said in debt. So it's like when somebody says intelligent and then spells intelligent wrong. That always tickles me. But that's what he said. He said we normally have an in-depth conversation. So apparently by the time me and Cap get through talking, we both owe somebody some money. So we be in debt. So that's what happens. English is undefeated. We all know that. So the next person that they're doing the ones thing, but it's this person right here. That was the one that when I read it hurt me a little bit. This person writes, Tommy be switching up and holding back when it's just Cap. These guys bring out Tommy true weirdo side. Now, mind you, what was Tommy's true weirdo side? Because Tommy ain't said shit, but just listening to them. The other brother was doing most of the talking. So this is always somebody wanting to say something that they just can't wait to say. That Tommy's true weirdo side. Didn't know Tommy had this true weirdo side, but that's fine. They brought out my true weirdo side. I be switching it up.
With these niggas on here, I don't know what the fuck this is right now. Because so the reason how as y'all can see, I took it off the screen. Maybe they'll bring it back like a real type of conversation. If they don't bring it back to a real type of conversation, then we could do something else. I don't have to stay on live. It is not the end of the world. So I can hear them talking in my speaker, in my headphone. I'm still listening. So if it turns to something where I think we can have an actual better conversation in this and talk about a woman's body, then I'll join. If not, I'm not going over there. But there's a video somebody sent me.
Okay. So he says, these niggas, I don't know what these niggas over there doing. But we'll come back. We can have a better conversation or more intelligent, but then he said like a better conversation. And earlier you heard him say they typically will have something that's around Bible-based or more highbrow. He said it didn't keep him from going into conversation with people who aren't, but he tries to, steer it that way if he can.
Maybe it's on my Instagram. Y'all prefer me just to do a stream because I can just do a live stream.
I think that might be it.
I can talk about various topics. Like I'm listening, they still talking about butts. I can't really rock with that.
I'm listening. They still talking about butts. I can't really rock with that.
Oh, bear me 1 second, y'all.
I want to make sure I got it all. I'm not really sure exactly where it is, but it's not that much.
We gonna just so y'all know, we're gonna battle. Yeah, I'm not sure. Now they bring have a back in lovely. I'm not sure where the conversation is going.
Brick City says the video of the mom abusing the son.
Brick City, can you send me the link to that? The video of a mom abusing her son was dropped. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Can somebody message me that video?
So he said, I wanted y'all to talk about that.
Okay, no cap. Was there anything else that you wanted to add on this live? Like so no cap was a brother that was on, I know this kind of earlier talking about, FBA. Is there anything you wanted to add? You can. Let me do this.
So that guy says he wanted us to talk about something while saying I'm a weirdo, and those guys bring out my weirdo side.
That's the link. If anybody wants to join, y'all can click that link to join. All right, that's the link they want to join. All right, y'all. So I just left that live stream myself. All right. So I left that live stream.
Leviathan,
but
we're not going to have any
we already
live. Not at all.
Might as well do something. So what I'll do is
that will not happen. Here. I don't know. No I don't know what it is that you, whatever issue.
What's going on? No cap.
Let me tell you what I see right now. I see Cap's link right there. His link was right there. So it was right there last night. It's December the 2nd. If whatever it was you was about to dismantle, you could have done it last night right over there on his show. I think Cap probably puts his link up there maybe every show. You could have hit it. This show has my name and his in it. And I said that I was going to address that first. There will not be anybody up here trying to do something that won't happen. We'll get that out of the way up front. That won't happen. I promise you it won't. What you just wrote will not happen right now here. No,
they got
I understand what you're saying. That will not happen here. I asked you last time. Whatever your beef is with somebody else,
hold up.
Y'all have ample time to hash it out.
Let me mute him for a second. Y'all see his in the comment section that some white man saying he want to dismantle my racist ass by Tommy. This is a black man versus a black man, and the white man trying to come in and get in between these two niggas fighting. We fighting right now. Me and Tommy fighting. We don't need no niggas to come up on the stage and fight. But he gonna address what I said. Let's see what he thinks.
Conversation about what they heard and saw they can. We're not coming up here to just be rude, because I'm not being rude. But I do want to say this. After being asked about my thoughts of this, I do have to say something. I've been doing TNT for over a year with Cap. And let me tell y'all something. And I want the world to hear this, because it's a lie if anybody tell you anything different. I'm going to bring him up here and let him tell you. Anything different is a liar, and they're from the pit of hell. It's a lie. I'll look at Cap in the face. Since before he ever talked to me till now, there's nothing he heard in that discussion right there that was disrespectful, or he needed to run from, or I can't believe it's not butter, or I can't believe Tommy talking like that. That is crap. This is the same man that said on my show and told what's his name? Angry Man, he ain't got no pussy and needs some pussy. It's the same man. So if I can't talk about a random idea of I like ass, it is wild to tell another man that you are disagreeing with that he don't get no pussy, because y'all disagreeing and use the word pussy and keep telling this man about he need to get some pussy. He need to get a nut off. That's what you told that man. And I don't see, and I'll ask your audience, do you think that person who would tell somebody that in a discussion should be offended by hearing people talk about the type of butts they like? That same person, they laughing and joking about the type of butts they like as we start the show when people are coming in. And a woman asked, why y'all like different butts? So a female asked. And all we were doing was making jokes as people were coming in. But you heard from his own mouth. I don't know what these niggas doing. I'm watching over in his conversation. Somebody says, sounds like Tommy is obsessed with sex. Imagine this person is saying, I'm obsessed with sex, when the person they support is the one who told another man his argument sucked. He must need some pussy. I'm obsessed with sex, though, because a woman asked, why do y'all see how this is why it is very difficult for me to deal with niggas, because niggas ain't fair. Niggas are split. If niggas was fair, when I said that, they would have never said sound like Tommy is obsessed with sex, because Tommy didn't bring it up. A woman on Tommy's show did. And guess who started answering? The cast of characters. But this person said, somehow I'm obsessed with sex. But the other man who's having an argument with another man, they disagree. He says, you need some pussy. He ain't obsessed with sex. He's telling another man, your argument would be better if you slept with a woman. I always ask these questions to see if people are being fair, because I ask my audience to be fair. I ask everybody to be fair. And if people want to find out why, when they say, well, Tommy, you fall out with a lot of people. You know why? Because I'm fair. I don't rah-rah something that's unfair. I would have assumed he won't read my pedo comments. He knows I'm on to him, says R.A.K. Hold on a second. R.A.K. over in Cap's chat room says, what age of butts do you like, Tommy? It's the age of butts, Tommy. Now I'll look over in my comment section. Let me see if anybody over here is trying to call. And that was the first issue. The first issue was on what? Well, no, I think the first issue was probably when I called out Sinetta. I called him out. I went off. I didn't pay it attention at the time because I thought this was just me speaking my mind about some shit that happened to me on my show. But I think that might have caused an issue, and I don't know. That's why hopefully I'll be able to ask. Then the second thing was we were making jokes on the show. Well, I was making jokes, but I made one joke, and then Melanin was taking up for R. Kelly. And then that ended up being like I'm clipping you niggas, y'all wild, y'all some pedos. And that bothered me because I was like, well, I mean, I made a joke because I make a joke about everything. RX says he makes a joke about everything, and Mika says Tommy's mouth is slick too. No, it's not a joke. All right, Kay, I'll let you and Cap and anybody who's on his side know I'm a complete pedo. Please call the police. I'm a 100% pedo. I live right here in this house and haven't moved. What y'all need to do is call the police. Because I'm sick of niggas constantly calling people pedos out of nowhere. Y'all are assholes. And I can't stand the majority of you niggas. If you ask me if the Klan could come back, I'd have them back. Because y'all niggas sit up here and do shit like this to people for no fucking reason. Y'all got real pedos in real life, and y'all ain't never fuck with them. Y'all go around the internet and steadily calling niggas pedos. Always doing that shit. So fine. And this is the reason why I tell y'all. When y'all wonder, you can try to be cool with a lot of people, but the battery that's put in their back by the people who don't like them, like you, will always be there. They will always do that. Because let me tell you something. I wouldn't let a white boy come on the panel who was about to try and say something about Cap. And I said, and Cap saw it. And I said, I wouldn't let you a motherfucker come up here on my damn show and do it. But I got to sit up there and watch niggas pedo and me every 5 fucking seconds in his comment section. They ain't gone nowhere. They ain't say, hey, man, either you gonna produce that this man's a pedo or you gonna stop saying this shit about this man. No. And the other people. This is what you have to deal with. And you got to constantly just knock it down. But I just got to say, if you come to my show, any of y'all, and you plan on being a panel member, and I said this last night and I'm going to repeat it. If at any point in time, my topics have to mirror what you like, what you should do before you even say you coming, is A, say, what are the topics? B, there has never, ever, ever been a time in which I don't make jokes about something like that. So when he stated, this doesn't normally happen, I ask y'all to do me a favor. Go watch all the TNTs. Watch them all. I will apologize if this doesn't normally happen. I will apologize if I don't normally talk like we were talking there. I promise you I will. One of the funny parts about me, and if Mika won't tell this truth, is I always make a crass comment or something about a woman. Something about sex. I will make one comment per show, whether it's making fun of myself or making fun of something. I do it at least once a show. And if y'all won't listen to the beginning of what my show was, y'all heard it, y'all watched it. And if y'all over there on Cap's side won't say, I don't think that was real bad. I don't think anything bad happened there. I would have apologized to Cap if niggas was wilding out. If niggas had said some out of line shit. But I don't think they did. But for it to be turned into these niggas over here, wow, I'm leaving. So now I got an answer for it. What was you niggas doing? I didn't know. Because again, we've had conversations and panels, and these panels have been way wilder than that. Nobody's gotten offended. I don't get it, but here's what I am going to do. Now I'm going to bring Cap in, and we're going to have a discussion because it's different. I just don't want to answer or respond as it was online. So if it's online and people are asking me, I'm going to respond. And my only response is, I don't think I did anything wrong. I don't think I said anything wrong. And it seemed that this idea of we don't normally talk like that was an excuse because we normally talk like that. I could see if it was something I never talked about, we don't talk about, it comes up at least once a show. And again, I challenge all y'all, go back and watch any TNT and all the panels in which Cap has been on. You tell me if conversation don't go there at least once. At least once. That place. And that wasn't no stray. See, again, y'all see that Mika catching strays. How did Mika catch a stray when I said Mika can tell you if this is true or not? How did she catch a stray? I hate niggas. Hate them. The worst people in the world to talk to, because let me tell you what niggas will do. Niggas sit around trying to start shit like the black bitches who raised them, like the whore who bore them. There would be no reason for somebody to say somebody caught a fucking stray when I spoke directly. You caught a stray and you gay and you a pedo. That's niggas. Can't have a real conversation with them because niggas like drama and niggas like problems. I'm gonna bring my man Cap in. Cap, you see what I don't know if you see or understand, but do you understand what my issue may have been?
If I said your name, I would understand why you was that upset. But I didn't say anybody's name. I was just talking about the panel. I wasn't offended. Offended is like when you call me or text me or message me that you're actually doing this live stream. I'd have been like, man, F your live stream. I ain't coming over there. That's now I'm offended. If there's an agenda, I wouldn't come over here. I stopped making my body butters. I stopped working so I could come over here and have this conversation because I find it extremely strange that brothers can't step away from a live stream, or brothers can't say, like you mentioned something from a couple of weeks ago when I said I'm gonna make a clip. For those that have followed me for years, me saying the phrase "I'm gonna make a clip" is what I always say when I'm gonna make a clip. It don't matter what the subject is. It doesn't matter that you said you know, the joke that you made or the conversation that was had. That's a cap thing. Make a clip. The number 10 when we hang up on callers. There's a lot of things that is a part of my show. So I didn't, just like I didn't have an issue then. What did I text you when that incident happened and you text me? It was like, "Are we good?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Why would we ever have a falling out? I don't. You ain't did nothing to me. Like you ain't done nothing to me." So yesterday when I hop on a live, and it's not the subject, like you say, we always go off cuff with that type of talk. It's just the length of the subject and me just engaging and looking at it. And I'm like, it seems like this what they gonna be on. And so I just simply text you and said, I text you and said, let me see. I text you, I said, is this subject gonna change or stay here? And you said, yes, LOL. You said, what the issue? I ain't gonna say what you said. I'll just say what I said. Then it says, yeah, my audience wasn't feeling it. I was gonna let y'all rock out this week. That's what I said. And then I went and did my show. I didn't do no banter of, you know, saying y'all ain't shit or whatever. I did say I didn't know what they was, you know, what they had going on just because of the length of the conversation. I didn't blame nobody. I didn't say the fellas started the conversation. I didn't say the women started the conversation. It was extremely generic. And then I went about my day. I'm actually surprised and disappointed that we even got to do this live stream. I don't think everything is content. I can't come up here and fake have an issue with you. I don't have an issue with you. I'm not like
you can't say I don't think everything is content and be broadcasting it.
You broadcasting it.
Yeah, go up, listen to logic. So you broadcasted what you broadcasted yesterday. So I should broadcast my response by your own logic.
I broadcasted live. It was happening live. Yes. I normally broadcast on Tuesdays, and then I stopped when I got off that that podcast. I start talking about FBA. I start talking about the Bible. I no longer talk about that. I just kept my live going. You played everything that I said.
Yes, but it was, again, you could have said, I'm cutting this off because my page, my face, my show was there, and you were talking about it. You were showing your disgust with it.
I don't know. Disgust.
Everything is not a. That would be how. Okay, here's the thing: how you perceive, like just like how you would perceive me going live right now. That is your perception. I don't deny your perception. I don't understand why people get to have a perception, but then deny other people's perception.
I didn't deny yours either, though. I'm just telling you from my perspective. I said for me, everything is not content. Like if I got an issue with you, I wouldn't go live about it. That's my perception. You can go live about it. And so I did it so that my audience, when I actually, what made me actually go live is your title. Because I'm like, oh, this gonna be good. Because I'm waiting to see me and Tommy Beef live on the air. This gonna be good. So your title is actually what made me go live, because I'm not doing it. I don't know how to, like, if I genuinely had an issue with you, I can understand having a real beef with you. And I know titles can be sensationalized. I don't have an issue with that either.
Yes.
Right. So I know why the title is there, but I don't know how to fake that. I don't know how to.
There's no fake, but everything was already
from me. I'm talking about from me.
I'm saying everything was already set up. I set up the show of what it was. So if I said I'm talking about monkeys slapping each other, but then you come to the show and I say, hey, what we're really talking about is these two black guys.
No. I knew you was talking about me. I'm talking about the title, Captain. What was your title? Your title, because I just copied your title. Tommy Sotomayor addresses the beef between him and Captain Tazaryach. That title, I know that's a sensationalized title. It's not real.
Well, because they're saying there must be some beef. So I said, well, let me address this beef you say is happening.
Yeah, I don't have what. I mean, you got to tell me.
No, not you. I'm saying they're saying.
No, I'm not saying you. I know you. The you is them, and that's probably why I came in. Why I did it live, because if it's left on yours, people gonna say you and Tommy got beef. So now it's on mine, so my audience and your audience can see. I don't have, unless there's something you think.
It wouldn't have been, because I had already said I was going to bring you. I sent you the link and said you was coming on the show, so that wouldn't have happened because you were already going to be here.
I thought it was going to be cleared up. I thought it would be something like Captain Tazaryach Tommy clears up or something like that. So what I'm simply saying is that unless I said your name in that live, I was not just talking about you, like saying Tommy is this time. I can't, like, you can't blame me for what my chat says. You know, the rules for my chat is like, as long as you ain't talking about my mother, my kids, or something like that, I generally don't care what people put in the chat, because people watch and they get the troll. It's like people trolling in the comment section. So I don't police it like that. That's what I tell my moderators. So when people put crazy stuff in the chat, sometimes my moderators will text me and say, hey, do you want me to get rid of this? For example, when that cat was putting the pedophile stuff in there on you, I put in the chat, I deleted the comment, and then I timed him out for 30 minutes when I saw it, but I didn't see it until you said something, because I don't look at the chat. I don't monitor the chat like that. So it sounds like the chat said more about the panel than I did.
Well, no, they didn't. That's what I'm saying. If you say what it sounds like, I laid it all out. That's why I waited to lay it all out before I brought you up. And again, when you say, oh, I only went live because of what the title was, so I wanted my people to be able to see it too. But I had said to you in a text message, just like I said on the other, when you had asked about, when you said, is the subject going to change here? And I said, yes, LOL. And I said, what was the issue with that one? I was asking what was the issue with what was going on. Then I said, we're talking about which is bigger. The problem with DL men, or I meant to put whores, but it says or whites.
Right.
Because for some odd reason, when you write whore, it'll switch it to whites.
They the original whore. They the original whore.
So I said, I guess whites are whores. They say I'm just synonymous. It's been plenty of times I went to write whores and it came back whites. So that's what I had written. And you said, yeah, my audience wasn't feeling it. I was going to let y'all rock out this week. So again, I looked, and when you say my audience wasn't feeling it, you know I played the comments. So unless there were comments somewhere else, there wasn't an audience that wasn't feeling it.
But the audience that I'm saying, like, I don't look at every comment in there, just some comments, some messages. Like, my audience isn't just people that comment. Some people text me, XYZ like that. So all I said was, I'm just going to let y'all rock with it. I don't look at that as being offended. I don't look at that as being bothered. I look at it like, hey, man, maybe this show is not going to go the way that it would normally go. Let me let them have it this week. I'll come back the next week. It's not, I didn't think it was the end of the world. I didn't pinpoint nobody. I didn't make fun of nobody. I mean, I didn't see. And then I just went and did a regular show.
But you're saying this, and here's what I'm trying to say back. That's why I was saying we're not understanding. And then this is the diminishing is the to me the problem. Like how somebody in your comment section says, men, midlife crisis, low testosterone. Tommy, you're demonstrating a whole medical condition here, bro.
But see, that's
no. I'm going to address.
But the difference. Okay, good. No, I'm not saying you can't address it. But
I was using it to make a point.
But
that's using that to make a point.
But that's the
diminishing of it. I was saying the diminishing of it. When I was saying what you look when I watched you, that's why I played it and pointed out everything I saw. You seem, if someone says you seem disgusted, have you ever looked back? I remember one time you said, I went back and looked at my own face and saw what I saw, but I didn't see it in its real time. You said that to me once before about a show. So I was trying to let you see it. That's why I said I wanted you to see it.
I'm not saying that when I'm listening to that, I'm like, damn, what these niggas on, how long they gonna be here? I'm not saying I didn't make no face. I'm not saying that I wasn't feeling the show. I wasn't, but I wasn't offended at the show. I wasn't bothered by the show. If I was bothered, I would have told you. I was the same way you text me when you thought there was an issue over the whole joke that you made. Is the same way I would have done the same thing if it offended or bothered me like that, but it did not. even with the comments, like you and I are different in that instance. Like I don't pay attention to the comments as much as you do. Like you'll see somebody say something and then you'll address it. I'll see somebody and say something. I may not address it, or I may address it because I think they try to control me. We're just two different people, and we're entitled to that. So when I stepped away, I just looked at it like, okay, I'm gonna be on there next week. Maybe it's my fault. This is what I'm saying to myself. Maybe I'll make sure I send some stories. We get in there and do it like that. I'm already coming in late, so I'm not trying to just come in and then just bully the conversation. So that's why I was trying to give way to let it go, because we'll do that in the middle of conversations. You'll make a joke. Shit, I'll make a joke. I'll say things, but it doesn't last that long from what I can remember. Maybe I got to go back and watch videos and see if it's lasted that long. And so that's all it was for me. And so when my audience is telling me they're not doing that, and then I come from an Israelite or a biblical lens. So even with that, I go too far. You know, I push the button. Like when you brought up when I said angry man need to get pussy, I say other stuff than that. I just don't go at it that long. So for me, yesterday was just a show. I was gonna let y'all rock, and that's as far as I took it. It's nothing else. I mean, if you feel that I got some issue, like I'm on the stage now, you can ask me. I'll answer whatever question you got.
But that's what I was trying to do.
No, nigga, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm trying to do now.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because you mentioned Sonetta, you mentioned the show a couple of weeks ago. So, and this is why another reason why I went live is so that people can see two black men. You made a point to say something about falling out, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think I don't think you and I will ever fall out, ever. I'll show you what true brotherhood is. The reason you invited me to your home, I invited you to my school. I brought you on, not my school, but to the party we had. Brought you on the stage, like showing a level of brotherhood that should be exemplified from two people that don't even live the same lifestyle. So you haven't done nothing to me. If you do something to me, I still would talk to you behind the scenes. It would never be public if you did something to me. So whatever questions you have to clear up what you may think of me, because this is my lens, not yours, the floor is yours.
Well, see, that was the whole thing. Because see, here's how I tell people something, and I want y'all to pay. This is why I pointed out what was said in the comment section. You can give somebody a pebble and they can run back and take a whole boulder. If you already got people, just like if I already got people on my side who looking for a crumb so they can turn it into a brick, I will realize I'm giving it to them. When you come on my show and you are invited, just like you've been invited before, and you come in, and this show you seem pissed about something that happens every show, especially at the beginning, because we get people in, we ramp them up, and we try to have like a little, I call it like a little monologue, but because there's a bunch of people, it is. I point out something about your comment section now. When you go live and you're saying, hey, you took it the wrong way, your audience, I'm gonna be, since you said you was talking about the panel, you weren't talking about me. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of your audience is a bunch of fuck niggas. Pussy niggas from day one when I first got there, all they did was talk shit. And you saw it yourself. And anybody else can see it themselves. You have to sit up there and tell them, oh, man, we cool now for them not to do it. But the first thoughts out of their mouth is to be a fucking asshole. Just like they're doing it now. The majority of them aren't sitting here saying, well, let me listen to what the fuck the issue is. Then I'll make my thoughts about it. Now, somebody tell me if I'm lying. You talking about the trend. Someone says the truth coming out. I ain't never liked you motherfuckers. I always thought y'all niggas was assholes. I said it the first day I came. Y'all niggas is dicks. Y'all sit there and talk stupid to people that you've never spoken to, but you don't hear them out. I ain't no way in hell I would do that. So when I watch that, as the one person then says, when you state, I don't know, he says, yeah, you're able to reel Tommy in. The real weirdo comes out when you're not there. Now I'm sitting up here thinking, hold on a fucking minute. Like the young lady said, Cap don't like to be led. He's a leader. Same as me. So who the fuck says something like that? You reel me in to where I can have a logical conversation. Because when you're not there, I'm a weirdo. And this was the second comment. The first comment was the girl said, I'm out. So there's just two comments. Just two. If I've been doing business with you for this long and I've never said anything that offended you, you don't think that that would stand out to me? And when you say the word, I'm not offended, when you're offended enough to where I invite you to my house and you walk out, that is offense. You can use whatever word you want. I don't know a person on earth, if I had went up to your party that you had, walked in there and then got on my live and said, and I want all y'all to answer this. Let's see how your people will answer this. If I got on my live because you invited me up there to the party and I'm showing stuff in the stuff and I'm like, man, these niggas is wild. And I text you, I'm out. You mean to tell me I want to hear from any of y'all? Y'all don't think that that person might have been a bit offended? They went live when you invited them to their house. They went live to show their audience your house and got offended at what went on in your house by saying, oh, this what they're doing? I'm out. Now their people see what's going on in your house and they saw that it was enough to make them say, I'm out. But you invited them, not their friends. I invited you, not your friends. So if your friends were offended by what I was doing in my house, I didn't invite them. If your friends didn't like what I was doing, I didn't invite them. So then now I'm sitting here thinking, oh, that was odd. And I didn't know there was a video to be had. People started sending me the video saying, yo, he was recording this at the beginning. So now this video is there of my group looking like, I guess, I don't know. And you got some people saying, this ain't that deep. This ain't your business. This ain't your business. I have the right to feel the way I feel, and all I was doing was addressing it before it went anywhere else. I'm addressing it because if I invite someone to my house, and as he stated, I invite him to his house. Imagine if he had came into my house and was recording on his Instagram and saw something in my house and said, oh, I don't roll like that. I'm leaving. How you mean that won't look bad on me with this video sitting there? And I don't see how anybody doesn't understand that. But I'll put it back on Cap to see if that part resonates any, because apparently his audience doesn't. I'm just yapping too much. I'm ugly, stupid, and old, and everything else, but they won't listen. That's wild.
Yeah, my name is Captain Tazaryach. I'm Captain Tazaryach. That's Tommy Sotomayor. How Tommy Sotomayor feels, he has every right to feel the way he feels. How I feel, I have every right to feel how I feel. With that said, when it comes to comments, I don't know if you pay attention, even when we do the TNT show, they say wild shit. That's just what the fuck they do. I just don't give a fuck, and you do. I'm a different kind of man than you are. Right now, in your chat, if I wanted to, I can read all the comments that's calling me names, calling me out, doing all of that shit, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what people say about me. If you would have left my live stream and said, hey, Cap, what y'all on, I ain't rocking with right now, I would not have given a fuck. I wouldn't have cared. It wouldn't have bothered me because I'm built like that. That's how I'm built. I'm built to not care if someone decides, hey, man, especially if I would have left without giving a text, I get it. Damn, Cap, why you leave? But I left by giving you a text first, then I exited. So if you would have texted me and said, Cap, man, y'all on that Bible shit, man, I can't really get away in here. I'm going to let y'all rock out. Or if you would have said, Cap, I ain't feeling it. If you would have texted me and told me that, I wouldn't have cared. You'd have did that, we'd have kept the show going because y'all kept the show going. So I don't see why the fuck I can't leave a room. Text you that I can't leave a room, but I get it because I said I don't know what they on. That's just what I felt. I didn't know what y'all was on. It's live, and so I left. The chat don't mean shit, but I love the chat. I love the trolls in the chat. I love the brothers in the chat. I love the sisters in the chat. I love the people in the chat that talk about my daughter. I love the people in the chat that say, Cap, you a good guy. I don't care. It doesn't bother me like that. I don't have my emotions on my sleeve and shit like that. When I choose to be somewhere, it's because I want to be. If I choose to leave somewhere, it's because I want to leave. If I have something personal with somebody, though, I just contact them. I don't do it on the internet. I don't go here and do that. Now, that's when it's somebody I personally know. Let me just say it like that, because sometimes I do commentary on people. I talk about people all the time. So from a commentary standpoint, that's it. But from a relationship that I have with anybody, I don't do that. So I don't get why you're acting like today, the way they talking to you in the chat is different from the time we've been together. They talk about you. And what do I do when you bring attention to it? I block them. I hide them. There's been times I've defended you. What do you want to say sometime?
Well, I was going to say something. I said, you're not finished, but it was a core of what you're saying is like, I'm hearing you, but it didn't sound like you didn't hear me.
What didn't I
hear?
Saying,
I said, I use what they're doing. That's why I even said somebody could take a crumb and come back and bring a brick. You're feeding them when you go to your show with my stuff. That's why I said, if you came in my house, I don't
know what that means.
That's why I'm trying to give you an example. If you came in my house with your phone on your Instagram, filming what's going on in my house, and then you tell your Instagram, oh, I don't know what the fuck going on up in here, I'm out.
So let me repeat so I can understand. What you're essentially saying is, if I'm joining your live stream from my live stream, that's what you're saying.
Yes, because that's what it came from. That's where the problem.
And if you're telling me I can't,
they would have had nothing to say. Think about this. If you had jumped in and you was in the background and you said, oh, this ain't for me, and you just left, they would have never had the ability to be able to send me the video of you on your show saying, oh, this nigga out of line. They out of line. Shaking your head every 5 seconds. I got to go. I can't believe y'all don't see that. That if I took a video
mentioned
in somebody else's house
before this issue,
and then said, "Oh," and they invited me here. Oh,
so you're telling
too much. I'm leaving.
So for me to get you right, you saying I shouldn't go live if I come on your panel?
If you're going to then turn around and diss what you walked into,
I didn't think that. I mean, I see how you take it as a diss. I was like, I ain't even. It's not even. I don't know what I walked into. Hey, I don't know what they on. But I could see.
I guarantee you do this to anybody else in any other situation.
I just said I see.
They invite you to something, and you brought people with you. They invited you.
I get
people with you because you remember what you said at the beginning. You stated my audience wasn't feeling it.
Right.
Those were your words.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I prefaced it by saying Tommy is entitled to his opinion. I'm entitled to mine. So you're of the opinion I shouldn't have did it through my live if I was going to leave like that because of the way it looks. I get it. I never said I didn't get your position. So I understand why you feel the way that you feel. It just wasn't that deep to me, but I understand why you feel the way that you feel. You feel like, damn, Cap.
This never happened. Ever. Name the other time this had happened. Then it wouldn't have looked weird. It never happened.
Well, it's only been, I'm going to tell you something, though, Tommy. A part of it is only being looked weird because you let people make you think it's weird. That's how I feel.
The show, I didn't like it when it was done because I brought you
because
in.
People told you. That's because people
came. And I looked down and you were gone. The only way I knew you were gone was when I looked down and you were gone.
I texted you first before I left.
I know, but you remember I'm running the show.
Right, I agree. So right, but I did text you though. So If nobody would have sent you the videos, and this is what always happens with brothers, with sisters, with everybody. They want to send a video, and you thinking they send you the video to get some justice. When I'm saying you, is subjectively. I ain't talk about you specifically now. The person receiving it thinking it's about that, when really it's just to get two niggas up here to go back and forth. That's it. That's all it's for. That's the only reason they sent you that shit for. They didn't send it to you for us to talk about it privately. It's for us to talk about it like this.
But
we didn't have to do a live about it though.
Well, no, I figured it was live, so do a live.
No, if it would have been reversed, I wouldn't have needed.
You remember you said I ain't you. You remember you already said it. You were emotional several times.
No problem. So if it was me, and you did that to me, I wouldn't have done it live. I'd have just talked to you privately, and I would have been content with whatever we talked about behind the scenes. I wouldn't have cared what said. I don't care what said about me publicly. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
I still say to you, when you say you don't care, I get that you don't care, but you also stated we're different.
Facts.
You stated it.
That's evident.
So if we are different, I wouldn't expect that this person who's different, like you said, where they most of
I came on. You see, I came on your platform. You didn't say
but wait a minute. When it even happened, how did it happen? I text you and said, I'm going to go live, and told you exactly what I was going to go live about. I said the first part of what you said. Because the reason I do it, and here's why I want you to understand.
In my response, I laughed.
Uh-huh.
No, that wasn't my first response. He was like, I'm about to address what happened last night. I said, what you mean? And you said, on my show, I sent you an end of the show, so I'm going to address it. I said, okay, what did I say? I said, because I forgot about it. You said, LOL, I don't remember. We laughing. I said, it's the beginning. I sent you a bunch of laughing emojis. And I said, man, I said something like, I can't be that show with ass talk, LOL. My audience ain't gonna like it, LOL. Wasn't a big deal to me. Don't let people play us like that. That's what I said. Right. I said, if you go live and you need me to come on the show, I will. You went live, so here I am.
No, again, if people don't understand, here's why I wanted to do it live. Because you have an audience of people that, in my view, are part of the bigger problem with black folks.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not allowing my comment.
To say my opinion on my show.
No, I'm not allowing my chat to be put any different than anybody else's chat. Your chat is the same exact chat as mine.
Well, show
them.
The same. We can show them. I'll put it on the screen.
I don't need that.
No. Then we could say that we're the same exact. If somebody told me that
what
my
I mean,
car is the same exact as yours, I would show them a picture of it.
All chats have trolls. All chats don't agree. I don't control what people put in the chat. I don't care what people. Everybody. I'm on a lot of live streams, a lot of panels, and when I look at the comments in the panels, everybody says wild shit about everybody. People talk about me in my own chat.
Okay, well, I'll explain it this way then. If you tell me you don't worry about what your chat say, you let them say what they want to say, as long as they don't say nothing about your mama, then I would assume
anybody's mama.
Anybody's mama.
Or daddy, like daddy, kids, shit like that.
I'll let you give the reign, but I'm still going to use the reign once you say it. I'm going to use the reign for myself. I'm going to say, if you allow them to do it, well, I ain't disrespected you, your mama, or nobody. So when I was saying what I was saying, how I felt about your audience, since your audience is allowed to say whatever they feel about me, somebody give me an amen. I should be able to say it on my own platform, what I feel about them. Not be told, I ain't going to let you do that. Because if you'd done that about me,
I have done that about you though.
No, they were able to do it, and you said,
that's cap. Because
right now you would have said, again, they're still doing it.
When you was talking about my chat being the worst or being that, I'm not allowing that. But when we have done
your show, I understand that. You're not allowing it on your side. So you can mute, you can leave, either one. But I'm not going to hold my tongue if they ain't got to hold their tongue.
I'm not telling you to hold your tongue. I'm just not holding mine either.
You're not going to allow it.
Right.
So apparently you're going to overtalk me as I talk? Is that how you're going to stop me?
No, but when you talk, I'll just talk back. That's all I'm saying.
So you're saying you're going to overtalk me as I do it?
I don't think
so I can't do it.
Well, the only person that actually was interrupted was when I was talking after I let you talk. But I think, and that just happened.
So I put my finger up, and you said, "Is there something you'd like to say?"
Right. That's still interruption. Putting the finger up is still, that's a polite interruption.
I even said I will let you continue.
Right. I agree. But putting the finger up is a polite interruption. But it's not that deep. Like as men, you know, you might cut somebody off. I'm not saying you can't say what you say. When I'm saying I'm not gonna let that happen, after you say, I'll respond. It's not about not letting.
I don't mind you responding. I'm just saying I keep trying to just say it though. I said, but I'm still going to say it after you said this. I said, but I'm still going to say it. I would like to say it because my thoughts are this is a group of people. I speak about blacks and I've been doing it since 2009. Tearing down and building is two different things. When you watch somebody get a joy and a kick, because you told me not to let people do so-and-so. And I'm telling you about if you take something like what's going on in my show to a group of niggas that already don't like me and tell me this ain't my shit, it's taking that small pebble and they turning it into a boulder. They will keep doing it if you do it. Now, somebody else can tell me, oh, that's sensitive and all that. But at a certain point, then I'll say, let me walk away since people think it's funny. Because I'm not going to go places where people think it's cute, where my name is Tammy, where I'm Mr. Sensitive every 5 seconds, where you got your emotions on your shoulder. I was that person before I met you, any of you. And if you're going to sit up there and have a problem with that, because I don't do that. I ain't sit up there and had a problem with who Cap was when that's who he was when I met him. I ain't sit up there and try to tell y'all he do this, he do that when that's who he was when I met him. And you're right. If the shoe fits, you are perfectly right. Put on a dress, you are right. And all it made me realize is when people will go and give them that pebble, they'll give it to them because they didn't have to. Because I invited you into my house. And if you go and show somebody, I got some shimmery lotion in my bathroom, and now they saying he gay, you didn't say that's my girl's lotion. Just say, oh, I see this nigga's lotion. I'm about to be out. To pretend you don't think that the people that you showed it to, who already don't like me, and now it's just sitting there, 2,000 people later, that is something wrong with me. I'm a weirdo because you brought these people into my house when I invited you into my house. If y'all don't see that, that's an issue right there that I just publicly stated it so I don't have to say it nowhere else because it's sad that I'm mainly talking to y'all who the pebble was taken to. The pebble was taken to y'all. The pebble was given to y'all. And that's why, and I want all y'all who watch me to just watch how the comment section is going on both of them. These niggas wait. And that would be my problem if you take it to them. That's it. You're right, I do talk too much. I'm all that. I can promise you though. And I just want y'all to, I ain't even gonna say nothing else. Yeah, they say the trolls start trouble. You can see the numbers. And that's why I put the number, that's why I made the title what it was. This was me showing the proof of what I'm saying. I don't have to. I'll show it to you. 727 wasn't 727 last night.
Yes, it was
727. Yeah, 727 of what? Can't stop talking.
When you left,
words.
When I left that live stream, it was 7. I can get 7. It's not. If I don't want to get into no numbers game.
No, I'm talking about the idea of the hate. The hate got something to say. The hate.
My room wasn't about hate yesterday when I got to 7. My Car Chronicles get 7. My Car Chronicles get thousands live while I'm live. So what it sounds like, and the only solution is that you would have to tell me I could never bring my audience over. Because what my audience is doing today is what they have done every TNT show we've done. Because like you just said, you talk about black people, you talk about the black woman, you're the antagonizer. Some of the things you say about black people, I agree. Some things you say about black people, I don't agree. So you can't antagonize black people and then go into chats or go into people's lives, joint or otherwise, and expect it to be friendly. But when you just asked me not to interrupt you. You just asked me not to interrupt you, and I let you talk.
I didn't ask you. I didn't say don't interrupt me. I never had no conversation.
You just said, are we gonna have a conversation where you're gonna not let me talk? That's what you said.
I said, don't tell me what I cannot say.
No, you said, are you gonna interrupt me when I'm talking, when I'm trying to say what I'm saying?
Are you going to? I said, will you just over talk me? Is that how you're going to stop me?
That's what you're doing now, over talking me while I'm talking. While I'm talking, you're over talking me. So you asked for the respect I gave it. You got to give it.
That's not what I asked for. Don't tell me something.
If you didn't want me to overtalk you, you wouldn't have said, are you going to overtalk me? And then I got quiet. And now as I talk, you should not overtalk me while I'm talking. That's what you should not do.
I asked for.
But I'm saying, don't overtalk me if you didn't want to get overtalked, or we could just be talking each other. We could be like, even this right here is getting away from me talking. You ain't even got to say what you're asking for. You talk while I was talking. I pointed out I didn't talk for you. You should say, you know what, Cap? You right. Let me be quiet.
No, you should have said, please let me finish. Like I said.
I have to say
that would have been fine.
You didn't say,
you said like you asked for. When you tell me what I asked for, I'm going to tell you that's not what I asked for. If you stop saying you did it,
no sweat. Can I finish? Can I finish without you talking?
No, that's yes.
So can you be quiet now? Thank you.
I can let you finish.
As I said, no, you're not letting me be quiet.
I don't have to be quiet now. Hold on. Well, hold on. I'm not your child. I'm not your child. I don't have to be quiet now. You're not gonna talk to me like that because I ain't disrespected you. Watch your mouth.
I don't have to watch any. I do not have to watch anything. I do not have to watch anything. I do not have to watch. I do not have to watch anything.
Hold on, bro. You don't. You ain't gonna talk to me that way.
Just remember, I text you.
You're not gonna talk to me that way.
I text you and said, don't let the people play us like that. I text you that.
I just told you, you don't tell me to be quiet. You know what that sound like from man to man. I ain't told you that. And if you're gonna ask me to be quiet, but telling another grown man
to be quiet, I'm interrupting them. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. If I'm interrupting them, you be quiet.
You didn't let angry man talk to you like that. Stop lying.
That's a lie. He was.
You ain't gonna let no man talk to you like that.
He interrupted me like you are. That's why I didn't.
Sir, you're not gonna let some man tell you to be quiet, especially if somebody else will be cool with. If you can't control yourself, because they ain't disrespected you. If you can't control yourself, if disrespect come out your mouth that easy, we ain't never been cool. Because no matter what I've done, no matter how my voice is raised, I ain't disrespected you. Have I disrespected you?
What disrespect did I give?
Be quiet. Oh, if you don't believe, man. We don't have to say nothing else. You don't believe telling a grown man be quiet when he literally stood up there and said, that's fine. We good.
I don't. And like I said,
I'm an emotional one, but I would never let a grown man sit up and tell me be quiet. We good.
Can I finish now?
No, once you tell me be quiet, we good.
So what does that mean?
I'm all right, man. So I'm not gonna let no man talk to me like that. And I don't know no man that will let another man tell
you saying we're not talking? So you saying
calm down and let them talk.
So you saying
thank you, y'all? Me people say I'm a woman. I'm good. I'm all that stuff.
So is that it? So you're saying I can't. So you're saying I can't finish now?
No, sir. I don't want to talk anymore to somebody who tells me be quiet. I think it's done at that point.
That's what
we good. We should leave there because I don't want to say nothing disrespectful to you. You had no
problem.
I
didn't say anything disrespectful to you.
I don't know no man that would listen to another man tell him to be quiet.
I didn't say shut the fuck up. I didn't say shut your mouth. I didn't say watch your mouth. I didn't say
those things. Step on my foot. Even if it's something I don't do, I gotta be him. Y'all notice I gotta be him. I gotta be him. I gotta think.
You don't. But you gotta understand my lens. So if be quiet is not a big deal to me, but it is a big deal to you. I won't
go around tell any man. Go and do that to any man. Tell him be quiet.
Let me finish. I say be quiet.
Again, be quiet. In my world, all you gotta do is say, "Hey, man, if you take that as an offense, my bad, bro, because I'm not trying to offend you."
I'm an answer. I'm an answer. In my world, on my Car Chronicles, you can look at my chat. My chat, put a 3 in there. If I tell brothers and sisters if they over talking to be quiet and they be quiet without getting offended, I do it all the time. So what I said to you is what I normally do to people that are in.
When I told you that normally don't fly with me, what you do?
I just said, well, can I finish?
No.
You said no.
You told me I shouldn't find a problem with it.
I didn't think you
told
should.
me I shouldn't find a problem with what I have a problem with. Imagine if I told you you shouldn't have a problem with what I was saying yesterday, and you should stay on.
I didn't have a problem. If you would have,
your audience shouldn't have a problem. They should stay on.
When I text you and said I'm gonna let y'all rock this week, if you would have said, "Nah, Cap, come on back," I would have came back. I text you. You saw the text eventually. If you would have texted me and said, "Nah, Cap, it ain't that type of time. Don't do that. Come back," I would have came fucking back. It wouldn't have been that deep. I would have been like, "Oh, Tommy said come back." I'd have made a joke about it. Say, "Oh, they must have changed the subject. Let me go back," because I am not that type of fucking man. I'm not that type of man.
Was going to change.
No. When I said, yeah. But when you said the subject was going to change, and I kept watching, it didn't change. That's why I text you and said, "I'm gonna let y'all rock with it." And if you would have texted me back and said, "Nah, Cap, come on back because we got this subject here," I would have came back.
And if I'd have done that, then I'd have been the same bitch that's still calling me saying you've been begging that bitch.
How would you
on the level and they keep carrying it, and you're just watching them do it?
You compared to a bitch because you're getting a brother to come back to the show. That's what you think about yourself,
bro. You're coming. You just comments just said it.
What does the comments? You and I are. This is why I said I didn't want to do it on the internet. Fuck the comments. Who gives a fuck about you? The only every time you talk to me, you let the comments control what you say with me.
Yes, because
and that is emotional. Be a fucking man and talk to me like a man.
There you go.
Fuck the comments. Not the comments.
There you go again. Hold on.
Why can't we talk to each other without the comments? Is the third part.
I haven't insulted you.
The comments are the niggas that edge on. The comments are the niggas and bitches that egg two black men on, and you're letting the comments do that to you.
Egging. No one's egging. That you insulted me twice.
I did not.
And I ain't insulted you once.
You insult me every time you let the damn comments dictate what you say to me.
Sir,
you got more anger than you do me.
Y'all see how this works? I insult him by letting the comments dictate that this man sat right here and told me. I done told him, watch that shit you saying because you see what they're doing with it.
And you done sat here. You sat every time you talk. You lead with what a nigga say in the chat.
Be a man.
What a nigga say in the chat, what a bitch say in the chat. That's how you talking to me. You ain't talking to me.
To be a man.
I only talk to you.
I'm telling you, I don't know how to be a man.
I'm the only one getting rid of the comments. You're keeping the comments.
I'm ready. Hey,
if we talked without the comments, this would have been a 5-minute conversation. This would have been a 5-minute conversation.
But I'm trying to tell you now because of the comment. You're right. I shouldn't have broadcasted live. You are 1,000% right. I am not a man. I'm everything all y'all keep saying, and you keep feeding it to me. So I'm gonna let you go because I'm not gonna let you keep feeding to nobody that I'm a bitch and not a man. I ain't talked to you that way this whole time. Be a man. Y'all gotta watch how y'all talking to people, man. But it's cool. I'm not from where you from, and you different. I need to be more of a man, like how you saying it. I appreciate you coming through. I read too many comments. I'm gonna let you go though. Let you go back to them. I'm gonna go back to my people. I appreciate you coming. Y'all see how this shit works?
Hey man, I told this man in the text message. Listen, I told this man in the text message. I said something like, I can't be that show up, clearly typo. With ass talk, my audience ain't gonna like it. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal to me. I even put that in the chat. It wasn't a big deal to me. Don't let people play us like that. And this man got in here and talked to the comments. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with that? I'm so unbothered. I don't know how to sit on here now. I got to talk about Tommy. That ain't really my spill. It's not really my thing. I use WAC 100 as an example. I've had arguments with Whack 100 be full tilt. That shit don't be that deep to me either, man. Men, and the reason why I say be a man, because men should be able to have disputes and not handle it like women. Women allow outside interference. Men are not supposed to allow outside interference, and I don't allow outside interference. So I got butters to make. Hey, I got a sale. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna play a song real fast. Y'all like this song right here? I'm gonna play a song real fast. I'll be right back. Hold up, where the song at?
I'm the cameraman. If shit get active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call the ambulance. That shit go. That shit go. You best get it. Or you'll get it. You got that. That shit go. Got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this king shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. It ain't my fault that them niggas rats and your colors fly. You don't get that shit go.
Hey, that shout out to Jazzy Alves says, Cap, you have no idea the amount of respect I have for you right now. You a real one. I'll always be this way. Listen, man, I try to endow brothers, and this I'm not even talking about Tommy no more, because who knows? Apparently, there's some bitches that will see what we say and then send it to him to trigger him to now come in between us. Like, this is diabolical. Think about this. He didn't see it. Somebody sent it to him, and now he feels he has to respond because somebody sent it to him. When we could have talked about this behind the scenes and then go about business like usual. But whatever you on, that's what I'm on. It's not that deep for me. It's not personal or anything. But I wanted to show y'all, there's a new scent I got. This is called Sweet. It's for women. Of course, Sweet is for women. Cream is also for women. A scent y'all might not be aware of that's good for men is called Dominance. Another scent's called Sugar Daddy. I ain't nobody's sugar daddy, but I might be. There could. I was gonna make a joke, but I be trying to refrain from making jokes about women. But it'd be funny as hell when I do. So make sure y'all tune in next week. Not next week. You know, I ended my damn live. I ended a video I was premiering for this stupid shit. So now I got to re-upload the video. So there's a debate I did with these Christians. Dominance is fire. That's right. You want to dominate your woman, you throw this on. Listen, y'all know I increased the baby rate in Israel. That's me. All the Moors. When you see them, if you've seen any new Israelite babies, blackity black babies, after May of 2019, Cap is the reason for them babies. Cap is the reason. And listen, I named the oils so y'all can make the babies. I named the oils fine shit. Give them some. Give her some. In Deep. Magnum. Cream. Good. Sprung. What's some other names? Effing Sexy. Effing Him. Finish her. What else I got? Tear Fire. God tier, invincible, triumphalism. I give y'all all the courage. Instead of that tequila and the scotch for courage juice, Them oils is the courage juice. And when the sisters put the body butter, that apple bottom, look at the sister said she got that apple bottom. That apple bottom be rocking hard. Let me show y'all the website, man. Let me talk about this bullshit that they about to argue all night about that stupid ass shit, man. I don't do that shit, man. And this is how y'all know. Now, remember, and keep this in mind. And now I do want to point this out. Y'all get me right. Get me right if I'm telling the truth or not. I remember a lot of people would say when I used to go back and forth with Wack, and Wack would be more irate. Wack would be more angry, XYZ. And then y'all get me right. Give me a 5 if I'm the same way that I was with Wack as I was just now with Tommy, because I'm the same all day. If I'm wrong, give me a 6. It's the same. So nobody could say like Cap doing that because it was Wack, because I did with Tommy the same way. It wasn't no cussing Tommy out. I didn't cuss him out. Saying be a man ain't cuss him out. Saying be quiet ain't cuss him out. I'm a fucking man. I ain't say, do I got to talk to you like a child? I didn't do none of that. And we have to learn. That's something that we have to learn and put in our spirit, that we should be able to be men without the bullshit. This is when, listen, man, my father, y'all know I talk about my father a lot. My father was a motherfucking dope fiend. My father was a dope fiend of the motherfucking dope fiends. When he was sober, he was a man. And he put that manhood in me. Listen, my father used to say, when I remember I came to my father one time and asked him, I'm a young kid, maybe 7, 8, with the whole slap boxing, learning how to box. And as he's teaching me how to box, he used to say, hey, man, if you ever play fight with one of them niggas in the street, hit their ass for real. Don't play with them niggas. And this is the other thing he used to teach me. Don't ever show them your style or your stance. They sizing you up. When you go out there and you doing your fighting, do some other shit. The way my father carried himself. What do you mean by that? Wasn't it disrespectful to say we're the pro in the community? What you mean? And listen to my chat. Y'all better not ever leave, because I just defended y'all too. I defended the hell of y'all out of y'all crazy people, man. Y'all be in that chat saying all type of crazy shit. Yo, y'all be in the chat saying some of the most wildest shit ever. When you say, but no one shouldn't talk about my daughter, no, nobody should talk about anybody's daughter. No one shouldn't. Why would anybody talk about a daughter? This is the website, man. Y'all see here. Y'all can see I got my little picture up there. Right now, I currently have a 50% off sale. You want to take full advantage, you want to go to carlgas.com, or if you go to Etsy, you could type in Carl Gas and it'll pop up. I got body butters. I got that hair crack. Mike Love. No, that hair crack is not on a part of the 50% off. Nah, it's not. And the reason being, for those that don't know, if you ever looked at the ingredients, to get all of that ingredients, it costs a lot. Like, I actually can make your hair grow. And so it costs a lot. So that's why the most I probably could do is maybe 20% off. But in the new fiscal year, I'm probably going to go up on the hair crack to $25 just because of the cost. All right. So this is what you got here. These my exclusive right here. These joints right here. When you see them right there, they're my exclusives, right? Oh, it don't do that. It didn't blow that up. That's crazy. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. I'm about to go. I ain't really got nothing else to say. This is not about to be about me doing a whole bunch of nonsense talk, man. So until next time, shalom, Israel. Was Christ never talked to other nations?
He never talked to other nations.
Except that one white woman, he called her dog a female dog. You know what a female dog is? Yes. Oh, you can say that. Yeah, so he called the white woman a...
Jesus called a white woman a...
Yeah, he said it's not good. He said it's not good to take the children's bread
and cast it to the dogs.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what he said.
He called a baddie.
Jesus was a gangster. You know, he beat. Excuse me, he beat.